Good day, everyone. My name is Ayime Emmanuel. I'm a PhD student at the Building Energy Research Group, City University of Hong Kong. My supervisor is Professor Danny Lee, and today I'll be giving a presentation titled A Study of Illuminance Data Generation Using the Luminous Efficacy Approach, a case study of Hong Kong. The presentation outline is as follows: Introduction, the objectives of this study, the research methodology, the results and discussions, which covers aspects such as CI sky classification, the horizontal and vertical luminous efficacy, conclusion, and then references. As an introduction, the building sector is one of the significant consumers of energy by contributing 40% of the world's total energy use. In Hong Kong, for example, buildings account for 90% of the total electrical energy consumption, and 40% of this is used on lighting. If the goal of reducing energy by 5% is to be achieved in Hong Kong by 2030, then building stakeholders have a huge role to play in this. An alternative approach can be the effective utilization of daylighting. Aside from enhancing visual comfort, daylight brings significant energy savings in lighting costs. This makes the need for illuminance data essential for providing energy-efficient design solutions. The issue is the scarcity of daylight data, and this is due to the limited number of daylight measuring stations. An alternative approach can be the use of luminous efficacy models. As a definition, luminous efficacy is the ratio of daylight illuminance to solar irradiance expressed in lumen per watt. Equation 1 represents this model, where E is the luminance in lumens, I is the radiance in watts, and K is the luminous efficacy. This study therefore generated illuminance data on vertical surfaces through a developed luminous efficacy models. The objectives of this study were to identify the 15 CIE skies, to determine the horizontal luminous efficacy under the 15 CIE skies, to develop vertical luminous efficacy model, and lastly, to predict vertical illuminance using the developed vertical luminous efficacy model. The research methodology is as follows: the review of literature, data collection and measurement, data quality control to remove erroneous or spurious data, the identification and classification of the 15 CIE skies, the horizontal luminous efficacy determination, the development of the vertical luminous efficacy model, the prediction of vertical illuminance, and lastly, the model evaluation. To the data measurement and collection, 10 minutes of measurements were taken from June 2019 to February 2020 from the City University of Hong Kong measuring station. The instruments used include the pyranometer, the luminance meter, the sun tracker, and the sky scanner. The summary of data used for this analysis are shown in the attached table below. Data quality control is an 8-step process which starts from rejecting all data collected with solar altitude less than 5 degrees all through to rejecting all sky luminance data when the difference between the corrected illuminance and corresponding integrated horizontal illuminance based on the 145 scanned sky points were greater than 30%. The pictorial overview of the 145-degree sky scanner is shown in the attached figure below. For the CIE standard sky classification, the whole spectrum of skies in the world were classified into a range of 15 standard skies by the International Commission on Illumination in 2003. For this classification, sky conditions of the same category will have similar sky luminance pattern and luminous efficacy. Equation 2 to equation 4 shows the functions involved in the development of the sky models. The sky models were divided into 3 parts: the 5 clear skies, the 5 intermediate skies, and the 5 overcast skies. The table below gives a summary of the description of the 15 standard skies, where sky type 1 to 5 represent the overcast skies, sky 6 to 10 represent the partly cloudy or intermediate skies, and sky type 11 to 15 represent the clear skies. The sky luminance technique and appropriate daylight variable technique are two methods for CIE standard sky classification. In this study, we used the sky luminance technique. It was observed that during the measurement period, sky type 1, 8, and 13 are the most representative skies in Hong Kong. This agrees with previous study by Lau 2017. Upon determination of the 15 standard CIE skies, we determine the horizontal luminous efficacy under each of these skies. The figure below shows the cumulative frequency of the horizontal sky diffuse, direct, and global luminous efficacies. The cumulative frequency was used to represent the analyzed results because it shows the percentage of working period in which a given luminous efficacy is exceeded. The finding shows that luminous efficacy spreads from 40 lumen per watt to 180 lumen per watt with a drop of 95%. This shows that daylight is sufficient to aid visibility during working hours. This actually makes sense because measurements were taken from sunrise to sunset. Furthermore, we developed a vertical luminous efficacy model from the horizontal data. Equation 6 all through to equation 14 gives the mathematical expression used in the derivation of this model. However, equation 10 is the mathematical expression of this model. The summary of these parameters are also shown in the slide below. Also, we determined the cumulative frequency of vertical global luminous efficacy for the 4 cardinal points. It was deduced that the North surface has the most cumulative frequency when compared with other surfaces which have small but similar cumulative frequencies. To achieve the last objective of this study, which is to estimate global illuminance on the vertical surface, we estimated vertical global illuminance using the proposed model, and then we did a comparative analysis with measurements made within this period of vertical illuminance. The deductions made shows that overestimation occurred all through the period, and this ranged from 0.7% in August to 34.4% in October. Also, the percentage root mean square error ranges from 10.6% in August to 39.9% in January. It was also observed that the model can estimate better in summer months, and this lies around August and September. Furthermore, the model is more effective for estimating along the south-facing surface as shown in the table below. And lastly, the predicted vertical illuminance have a good agreement with the measured data. In conclusion, daylight is essential for visual comfort and building energy efficiency. Skies 1, 8, and 13 are the predominant skies during the measurement period. With the luminous efficacy of 40 lumen per watt to 180 lumen per watt, daylight can provide sufficient visibility in working hours. Also, the proposed model is more accurate for estimating in summer months and along the south-facing surface. And lastly, future work will be done with more measured data, and the possibility of fitting the model with various climates will be considered. These are the references used in this study. And this is the end of this presentation. Thank you for listening.